Today I'm going to be trying to go through 11 different tickers, starting with AMC on the hourly time frame. You're going to see I had an extension drawn from that recent low on the 14th of February, peaking in the 16th, dipping into the 17th, and then exploding up to the 100% target at $6.11. Now extending further to the 161.8% extension towards $6.69. This makes the price appear to be in a motive mode, which is to say that this uptrend still has another wave in it that's gonna push higher. At this point in time, though, it is realistic to look for a retracement. The top of that first impulse wave is going to be where I mark bearish reversal at 538. The price here can make some pretty volatile swings before resolving in one way or the other. It's important to note that we do now have bearish divergence again in the RSI. Price is sitting a higher peak. The RSI is not, and the implied volatility is dropping. When implied volatility drops as the price rises, that signals to me that this is still corrective. It did extend, but it's extending in an upward correction. If the bulls can get above $7, then they can take it away, probably to like 12, something like that. Going into GME next, I took just a little time and updated what this motive wave count may appear to be. We have gone below the 100% extension at 2073, not yet reaching 1996 for wave 3. It's possible that this small 3-wave move we saw in the first half of the day was wave 4. We're now seeing the development of wave 5. But I'm more prone to think that wave 4 is going to be more out towards the future, and wave 3 will end towards this 1996. So it's a little uncertain here. I should have put a bullish reversal support or resistance level at 2107. That would be the bottom or towards the bottom of that first impulse wave there. I am expecting to get that bounce and that move before we push down for the end of 3, in which case I'm going to have to do some relabeling, clearly. NVIDIA is going to be next. Let's see here. Come on, let's go. NVDA. Whoa, NVIDIA here is pushing higher in after hours. Not what I was expecting. We did confirm a double top when the price passed below 210. This is really interesting. Let's go into the minute here. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they have earnings right now or something. I'm not totally aware. Okay, so as this is pushing higher, I'm just going to start drawing a new chart pattern, which would describe a corrective phase with a broadening price range. And that would be here, a right angle descending broadening formation. This does invalidate whatever bearish wave count may be in play. So this is going to complicate things a little bit. Okay, wasn't expecting that. NVIDIA, we're done. Let's go to Tesla. Yesterday, I imagined that I'd be drawing a triangle of some sort today, and look, I am. There it is in yellow. It's going to be a leading diagonal triangle pointing down if it is a triangle. I think we may have the first 4 touch points, working on that 5th. It's very common that the price overthrows or underthrows the 5th touch point, depending on if it's above or below. Here it's above, so it's very possible we get a little upside here before we see a big push down. Yesterday I was looking for corrective bounces, and we are definitely starting to see that. It's interesting that it's happening now. That tells me that the market timing would be pointing towards a dump tomorrow during regular market hours. Apple, looking for more downside there. Obviously, I didn't really have a target, so I took the time to figure where I would draw my extension. My extension pointing towards 147.51 for a full measured move down, a corrective ABC. The price pulling up now out of a diamond bottom. This is indicating that we are looking for another test, probably going to be the top or the bottom, I should say, of that first impulse wave that I used for the Fibonacci extension. That would suggest that the price may bounce to 151, test, and then push lower at that time. If it is indeed a new motive wave heading lower in a longer corrective cycle, then the target is 144.35. Currently looking for 151 or up towards there. In the near term and longer term, looking for 144.35. Let's go to the dollar next. Continuing its climb, I redrew this leading diagonal triangle, and I believe we are going to start seeing wave 5 show up. This will push equities down. I don't know why that is, but it is. I did a video on it. Still looking for 105, 107. We've had the confirmation of a flag breakout from a while ago. The flagpole ending on February 7th. The price now pushing higher. We should see these targets reached in the very near future. I am not surprised to see the dollar is continuing to rise. Let's go to SPXU next. I said I'd get here for T-Man. And what I have here is kind of a jumble. So I'm going to zoom in nice and close. It's possible that the price is moving through an ascending broadening wedge, which is something to be aware of. It could be a broadening bottom as well. I'm not totally sure. My wave count would suggest that we have had impulse wave 1 with a retracement for wave 2, and we're currently trying to develop wave 3. Pushing above the 100% extension level completes the measured move up, and now we're looking for a motive climb higher. That would lead us to 161.8% near 1553. This, of course, would imply that SPY is going to dump because XPXU is an inverted ETF, to short intraday of SPY. So it does the opposite. At any rate, we're in some sort of broadening correction now. I can see a push. I can see grind sideways. I don't see much downside, to be honest, but I am looking for corrective bounces in the market. It's going to be interesting. Probably going in for a correction in general, and that makes it hard to forecast because stocks, equities, whatever, they're going to stop correlating for just a moment just to throw everybody off. That's what a correction cycle does. Creates uncertainty. You can see the downtrend here is being tested. If we get a good push through here, we're off to the races in SPXU. You can see that it's been through a massive downtrend, and the top side of a rally to test that downtrend would seriously be up in the 50s. Of course, that would be implying that SPY really does crash hard and we move even lower. I think for the time being, we're just going to look for a short-term downtrend break to the upside, so I'm not going to be too aggressive on it. For now, I think that 161.8% extension is a good target at, what is this? I should put the price on, 1550. SPXU moves a little slower than SPY, I think. Not sure why that's the case. And Playboy taking a dump, a huge dump, and I think it might be going through a falling wedge. Gonna have to check on this later. It certainly does appear to be a measured move down. If it completes, it'll be leading the price down to $160 or $1.67. Oof, ouch. I'm just going to be accumulating shares down here on profits from trading SPY options. Well, that was a lot. I just wanted to go through some of these updates, of course. I think I covered everything everybody wanted. Adding SPY. SPY on the hourly time frame, completing my expectations to find some more downside and some bouncing. Kind of volatile. I think we're going through a broadening corrective cycle, which is going to feel really weird. I'd expect to bounce to form wave form at the minuet degree up towards $402. We aren't there yet. I can easily see that VIX might drop while SPY makes us push higher. Maybe the dollar retraces a little bit. These things are still moving together in their supposed correlations. This downtrend might break. I don't think that means we're going to see a massive price surge. In fact, I have some markings out here. This is what I'm expecting. I'm only going to draw this once because I don't like to guess too much. It's really hard. But imagine if SPY were to grind around for a while and then make a big push down. This would be catching a lot of bears, feeling bad as the price rises into corrective wave C, and then the bulls would get excited. We'd see that rejection occur somewhere around 404, which would be the bottom of that first impulse wave I'm showing at the minute degree. Okay, now I'm signing off.